nice to see you all nice and chatty this evening. Excellent stuff. All right then, gang. Shoulders back and down. Let's prepare ourselves for the workout this evening. Feet are underneath those hips. If you're not sure, take the heels together and then bring them back out into a nice neutral alignment with that frame. We're going to start with that nice deep in-breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, with the hand just lightly placed on the abdomen and another hand placed onto the rib cage. We're going to lightly engage those tummy muscles and just feel that breath coming into our rib cage as it expands on the in. And then it's gone. What was the word again? Contracts. That's the problem. That is the problem. We got up at 4:45 this morning, and you're not my first bit of work of the day. Lovely job, team. So we shouldn't be feeling any expansion through the abdomen. We should be keeping it nice and still, and it's just the rib cage that comes out naturally from your body. We're going to work in a neutral spine this evening, so just rocking through that pelvis through points A to C, nice and relaxed, keeping those shoulders back and down. So we're just moving the pelvis here, gang. The whole body's not going to come with you, so I want you to think about keeping that frame nice and still. You're just tilting that pelvis under and then tipping it back. So all of the flexion and extension comes from that spine. The chest stays nice and still. And then you find that center point that's nice and comfortable. You can just relax and feel a light little piece of engagement through your tummy, through your glutes, through the thighs and through the back, okay? And that is your neutral. It's your most comfortable neutral point. When you are standing, it is different for every single one of us. I'm just going to roll the shoulders back and down. Taking some nice deep breaths as we go. Why does it look like there's so many of you in here today, but we're still missing two? No? She was here last week. I'm missing two people. Well, that would be the same. Bent over to the side. And I've taken my glasses off, everything's a little bit fuzzy. I pretty much haven't taken them off since we left for Newcastle, so I even wore them to teach aqua today. The eyes are still a little bit. Yeah. So we're going to take a nice big roll into a bend. Come back into centre, roll again. Drawing those shoulder blades all the way down, squeezing them back and together. This time we're going to take the arms up, just one at a time, so the palms are facing. We're going to take a lean over, come back into centre, take it over to the other side. So this time I want you to think about your shoulders, so they're not hunched up by those ears. We're drawing them down. So again, if you can see my shoulder blades past my mane. So we're not here, you're drawing those shoulder blades back, squeezing them together, engaging that tummy as you take that lean through your neutral spine. Okay. You're like a tree, you're firmly rooted on the ground. Did you just feel like you walked into a yoga class? I don't think I'd ever make a very good yogi. No, I'm not calm enough to be a yogi. Swaying. Coming up onto your toes. And then as you lower, we're going to bring the arms down into a squat. Sweeping all the way back through up to the top, back up onto those toes. Lower down into a squat. So when we're squatting then, that weight is shifting back into that heel. You should be able to see your Second and third toe. Still keeping those shoulders drawn down away from the ears. One more for me. Lovely job. Roll those shoulders back. Take it to a bend. Other side. Arms come up. Facing each other. Reach up onto the toes. Lower down into that squat. And sway in the breeze. Back down for another squat, rolling the back all the way through and then coming back up and release. Lovely team. Bring the right foot forward. We're just going to take a nice little lift through the knee this evening. Find that point of balance. I'm going to pull my trousers back up. And just add the opposite arm. A circle on the floor with that foot this evening. Warm up through that hip. If the balance is good already tonight, you can raise that foot off the floor. Lovely. And then we're just going to take a little extension back. So start off by just sliding the foot away. Keeping that supporting knee nice and soft. If you feel comfortable, you can extend that leg. Keeping that frame nice and tall. Just kicking that foot back, nice and controlled. Bring it down. Here we go. Roll into that side bend. And again. Palms come up. Shoulders are down. Reach up onto those toes. Lower into your squat. Roll all the way through, come up and sway in the breeze. Back down for that squat. Come up, refocus, release. Coming onto that left leg, we lift the knee. About your balance. If you feel comfortable, raising that foot off the floor into a full hip circle. Still nice and relaxed through the shoulders as we take the foot back. And extend. Maybe you want to take two arms forward if it feels good. One more for me. Lovely job. Come to the end of your mat. Tucking that chin in. Feet are still under hips. Sucking that navel in towards your spine. And we're just going to keep that chin tucked into that chest as we walk our fingers halfway down. Holding it halfway. Take a nice little cat-cow stretch here. Mobilizing through that spine. Opening up that space between the vertebrae. Lovely job. Tuck that pelvis all the way back under, chin back in. And just roll yourself back up.
I don't know what to do.
Bring the arms up to top. And if you feel comfortable, take a little baby back bend. Back into center. Hands come down into prayer. And we take a twist over that shoulder.
Just don't make no sense.
And come back through the other way.
But it feels so right.
So the idea then is that we're going to keep our hips forward The hips don't move, and we just move through that spine rotation. So if you feel yourself drawing around here, just revisit those hips, bring them back into front alignment. And just allow yourself to go over that shoulder. Lovely job. When you're done, tuck that chin back in. Roll it halfway down. Take your cat-cow stretch. Using those breaths as you move through that mobility. One more here. Before we roll it back up, chin comes back in. Tuck that pelvis back under, roll yourself back up. Head comes up last. Bring the arms up.
As a night falls in, feel the walls closing in. I keep thinking of you.
We're engaging through the
Though
glutes
I
on the
know
bend.
it's not right, makes no
Coming into
sense.
prayer,
I can't
look over
hide.
your
I
shoulder.
keep on thinking. I see your face
And
in
back
my
to
head, hear the things that you said. I keep thinking of you.
Walk it all the way down. If you're not comfortable going all the way down in a roll down this evening, I want you to just come halfway for the moment and hold it on both sides. If not, we're holding that stretch on the floor. And then we're going to walk our hands out into a nice calf stretch to get us nice and warm through the lower part of those legs, into those toes. Really allow the movement through the foot as well. All those metatarsals moving. Pushing through the palm of the hands rather than fingertips. Still keeping those shoulder blades back and down. And then bring both feet down together and just hold a nice little stretch there. Nice few deep breaths. And then come over those hands into high plank. And then we're going to think about that tummy engagement. So we've not got our bums up in the air anymore. Okay? We've got a nice straight line from bum to shoulder. Shoulders are over the wrists. We're also not sagging down here, gang. So get that tummy up. Zip that navel in. If it is too much on those hands, I want you to come down onto your elbows. If you need to regress back, you can come to your knees. But again, we haven't got bums in the air, we're not back here. That weight is still over the elbows, okay? 4, 3, 2, come down into a box. Lovely, so again, we're not going to sag through that back tonight, gang. Sit that navel up, nice straight back. And remember about that neck, so we're not tipping the head up. But equally, we're not rounding it off and hunching our shoulders either. We've still got that neutral spine starting from here, all the way down to that tailbone. The tummy is switched on. We're not arching through. We're just going to slide away the opposite hand and the opposite leg. If this feels particularly good this evening and you want to progress it up, we're lifting off the floor. So just remember, we keep those hips parallel to the mat. We're balancing champagne on our bottoms, and we're not going to spill a single drop of it. We're just staying on the one leg at the moment, so it's all on one side. Everyone just looked at me like, well, what? You can change leg in a minute.
I just don't have a clue. so confusing.
when we're finished with this one.
Everything with you
Okay, team. So,
don't make
just
no
keep that arm
sense.
away and that leg away.
But it feels so right.
And I just want you to tap your foot out
But
and
I'm
then
so
back into
afraid.
centre. So just for the purpose of people online, I'm just going to turn the other way so you can see a little bit better. So you've still got that arm forward. And we're tapping the foot out and bringing it back in line with that hip. Still got that core switched on. Keep it along the floor if it feels uncomfortable to come up high. If it's too much, you could always bring that hand back in line under your shoulder to give you a little bit more support. So you're just extending the leg. This is your option. Okay. Couple more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Okay, gang. Everybody back into all fours. We're going to extend that leg out and we're just going to take an extension, still keeping that core switched on so we're not doing this, okay? Don't get too excited, we're not flinging anything around, we've still got a nice straight neck. We're just squeezing at the bottom. Making a full connection the whole way along that body. If you can make it from the whole range, from a little tap on the floor all the way up to line with those glutes, even better. Beautiful frames here tonight, team. Your last one. Come off those wrists, just pull yourself back into child's pose for a moment, give those wrists a little bit of a break. It bodes well for you all tonight that my wrists are playing up today, because it means I've had to change the whole class plan and you're not doing as much weight bearing. Back up onto all fours then, gang. So we've got to change onto the other side. So again, get your frame back on all fours. And we're going to slide the foot and the hand away and bring it back in. Progressors, you're lifting off of that mat. Nice, slow, controlled movements, team. Just go as far as you can without jolting. If you need to just slide it along the mat still, there's nothing wrong with that. Good. Couple more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Take that hand away. Leg extended, still with that weight over the supporting hand. And we're going to tap the foot out and back into centre. So we're nice and square over that knee. Careful not to roll over onto one side. So those hips are still nice and square on the mat. Two more. Bring your hand back in. Re-find your center balance. re-extend that leg, and we're going to lift through that full range if you can. Just a light tap at the bottom on that mat. If at any point this is too much, you can just slide that leg away.
Do you remember the days when you said nothing gets in your way? You would live for the beat and the music. They were your freeway. Now that's
Just be careful not to rely on that supporting leg by leaning over it too much. Try and keep yourself nice and square over the top.
where you felt free, life of the party. Let the music make you happy.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull yourself back into child's pose. Lovely job, gang. Okay, bring yourselves down onto your front. So we're just going to start with the upper back first with our divers. So we've got a nice sort of 90-degree angle, straight line from our shoulder to our elbow. The forehead, rather than the mouth, is down on the mat. So that way, if your forehead is down, one, you won't kiss your mat where your sweaty feet have been, but also you'll have a much straighter neck. Okay, so we're not kissing the dirty, scuzzy floor or our mats. We're going to switch on our tummy, switch on our glutes. So we've got a little squeeze going on, drawing those shoulder blades back, and we're just going to squeeze as we pull one arm up and exhale to lower. Then we're going to change side. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Amazing to see how much higher your range is on these back extensions now compared to, well, the last course for most of you. Actually, all of you. I'm going to change this up a little bit tonight. For anybody looking to progress, we're going to bring the arms down the side of the body. And again, you're just going to lift from one side and exhale. Then lift. So now this is a little bit more focused on the center of that back. Finding that extra bit of mobility. You're not as limited by your arms. We're focusing on drawing up the strength in the center of your spine. Or perhaps you want to come up with both arms together and lower. So be careful not to just lift the neck. You want to lift the actual chest off the floor. Your neck shouldn't move. If you're finding there's no room for movement here, then I would suggest reverting back to your diver that we were doing before with the arms out in front to give you that little bit of extra support. Let's do 2 more of these and we're going to move over onto your legs. So we're still going to stay in our bullet position, but we're just going to lift and extend from that hip. So we're not bending the knee. Okay, it all comes from the hip and that glute. We're just lifting up and releasing, and then changing leg. So you still need to think about tensing up that tummy, using those muscles in your thighs and your glutes. But try not to lock up through those shoulders. Try and keep them nice and relaxed, drawing them back and down. If this feels really good for you tonight and you want to progress, you can come up to 2 legs at the same time. And if this still feels super good and you felt fantastic lifting the chest too, you can bring them all up together and then exhale. You should be able to lift your chest off the floor to progress to this. Alternatively, you could come here. So you're just gently introducing that extra range into that spinal mobility. Strong backs today. Lovely job. Let's do 4 more of these, team. And when you're done, we're going to come back onto all fours. We're going to take a lovely thread needle and release that back off. Hold the stretch. Lovely job. Bring the fingertips to that ear. If you can, just open up that chest. And we're just going to crunch our way through. And then as we exhale, open back up through that chest. So we've got our knees under our hips rather than up to our boobies. Or, well, it's not really an issue because your knees aren't in the wrong place, Daniel. But, so we won't even go there. Moobies and boobies. Our knees are always hip width apart. We never close our legs unless I've explicitly told you to. Make this your last one. And we're going to come onto the other arm. Thread that needle through. Come in for that release. Lovely job. Fingertips to temple, I don't even know what word I'm looking for anymore. Opening up that chest, crunching through. So again, I still want you to think about that neutral spine so you're not arching the back. You've got a nice neutral spine as you come into that rotation. All that core is still switched on, you're still using those abdominal muscles to help control you through the movement. arched backs in the room, so just try and really relax off and just zip up that navel, try to straighten that spine out a little bit more. Lovely, and make this your last one. Tony's just going to have a nap because she's in pain. Draw yourselves back. Okay, gang, onto your side then. So we're going to start with that nice straight alignment from shoulder through to hip, to knee, to ankle. We're not rolling back onto that bottom. The hips are stacked one directly on top of the other. I know you really enjoyed this last time we did it, so I thought we'd do it again. So I think you missed out on this actually. It was probably the best thing we've ever done in Pilates. So we're just going to bend the underneath leg. We're going to bring that waist up away from the floor. And we're just going to prepare ourselves for if we fall over in the ice. We've got our single arm press, okay? So you're just going to take the other arm away. Come down onto that mat. And all I want you to do is just push yourself up. And then slide yourself back away again. And press up. And slide away. And if this feels really good, you can take the supporting arm away and take that single arm press up.
In your eyes, there's no surprise. Oh, I'm hooked on you.
See, I knew it was your favourite thing to do. You'll look thrilled about it. But you'll all thank me when you slip over in the snow at some point next week when it arrives. Oh yes, I can get up, thank you, Lucy. Probably not going to thank me after this tomorrow though. Not if last time we did it was anything to go by. You all moaned at me about sore arms the next day. Literally just about to say that. Not everyone's got pound tomorrow. They should. They definitely should. Okay. One more on this arm and then turn yourselves over and we're going to do the other side. So think about that nice straight alignment first, gang. Bring that knee under. Hand in front of chest. And just lightly pressing that body up. And then slow and controlled as you come back down. So all the work should come through the arm rather than the rest of your body. And then if you want to take that supporting arm away. If I ever fall over, I'm going to use this arm to get up. Works better than the right one. You know why? It's because my left wrist is my worst out of the two wrists. So my triceps have obviously overcompensated for my gammy wrist. Excellent. Using that breath, gang, breathe through it, it will help. So as you're pressing up, you want to exhale, so take a nice deep breath at the bottom. As you push up. Feel the difference it makes to use that breath. Tone, you could do this. It doesn't require any. Is it that bad? You just don't want to. That's fine. Go sleep. Couple more. Make this your last one. And then come over onto your backs. went down quite well last week. So we're going to do it again this week, but we're just going to start off with the foundation movement of our shoulder bridge. So we just sit that navel back in, tuck that pelvis under. So just if you look at where my pelvis is, so this is like neutral here, and then when I tuck that pelvis under, I'm sort of pushing my spine down into that mat. Nice and light on the toes.
Me
the
and
heels
you
dug into
in
the
a
mat.
room with an ocean
Just
view.
peeling off.
Look at us, do they
One
think we
vertebrae
give
at
a
a
night?
time away from that mat.
This can't be love,
Extending
they
through the
say.
quads. Nice long line
Be
here. The knees
real,
are up to the
don't
ceiling.
lose your head.
And then as I come back
This
down,
is
this is the
happening,
important
all
part,
of
okay?
our
So we don't
feelings
just
are
drop down
true.
here.
Yeah, they're
When
true.
we come back down, we go through the entire spectrum of the spine.
What it all
So
meant
every single
before
vertebrae
you,
has this moment on the mat
before
as
you.
it comes back into contact. And this is the one where
Hold
everyone
me
drops.
close,
So you see where
say
my
that
back's
you
still up at the
always
moment.
knew
Really got to tilt
that
that
we would
pelvis.
share this ocean view.
All comes
Hold
down
me
one bit at a time. More arched your back
close,
is the
say
hardest
that
thing to
you
do.
always
Because then
knew
you're really getting that control in that
all
core.
this was meant for me and you.
Move through the whole range of that movement. And then roll yourself back through. Just rolling all the way up. Spacing out the spine. Roll this lower back down. Progressors. You're going to come onto one leg for me. What you're going to do is you're going to take that right foot over the left leg.
Life is
Okay. And you're still going to come up. And you're going to keep yourself nice and parallel to the ceiling before rolling back down. I would like you to do 8 on each leg.
Me and you in a room with an ocean view. Look at us, do they think we give enough? This can't be love, they say. Be real, don't lose your head. This is happening, all of our feelings are true. Yeah, they're true.
Excellent stuff, team.
Now
When you've done your 8 on that side, just change yourselves over.
before you, hold me close, say that you always knew that we would share this ocean view. Hold me close, say that you always knew all this was meant
If you're
for
still
me
on
and
2
you.
legs, I'd like you to think about when you're at the top, take a nice deep breath and just exhale and just see if you can push yourself a little bit further before you roll back down. And even if you're on one leg, think about using that breath. Inhale at the bottom, exhale and squeeze up
It was
into
hard
that
not to
range.
fall apart. Looking back, and we know we are stronger than that. This love won't last, they say. Be real, don't lose your head. This is happening, all of our feelings are true. Yeah, they're true. Now I'm wondering what it all meant before you. Hold me
knees are stacked over those hips. Still got a nice neutral spine on that mat, so we're not arching off the mat here. Find your neutral spine, position yourself however it feels comfortable. We're just going to start to extend that leg away. Now I feel quite confident that all of you are at this point now, as we've gone throughout the course. But if at any point you need to bring this back, you can take it to your toe taps. Or if you want something a little bit in between, take your 3 little taps out.
Life isn't always like this, even when we want it to be.
Me and you in a room with an ocean view. Look at us, did they think we'd give enough? This can't be love, they said.
Remembering still to use that breath. Then take a nice deep breath as you extend that leg. Exhale as you move through to bring it back in. Where you feel the load of the work is where you want to release that breath to help you work through the movement.
Now I'm wondering what it all meant before you. Hold me close, say that you always knew.
Make sure those knees come back in line with that hip rather than too close to your chest and your tummy.
Say that you always knew.
And keeping those heels up in line with those knees. So you've got a nice 90-degree angle from your heel to your knee to your hip. Couple more here, gang. Make this your last one on both sides. Lovely job. Take the arms nice and wide. Palms are down. Then your knees, your legs, they're still hip width apart. And we're just going to roll over towards the back of the room, still keeping that control and that space between those legs. And then allow that top knee to relax. Looking away from your knees towards your fingertips. And then just bring yourself back into center. Re-find that space between those knees. Making sure they're stacked over the hips. You've still got that engagement in your tummy before rolling over towards the front of the ball again. Keep that space, And relax over, looking away from your knees towards the back of the ball, towards your back into center. Bring those feet back down onto the mat. We're just going to extend your right leg up to the ceiling. Just flex those toes towards your face. Straightening the leg as much as you possibly can. So if that means you need to take that leg a little bit lower, it's absolutely fine, but we want the leg straight rather than bent, okay? Because there's no stretch here. So just as straight as it feels comfortable. Find that position. We want to be as straight as we can. We're just going to hold on to the back of the thigh or the calf. We don't ever hold on to a joint. Take a nice big deep breath, and as you exhale, just see if you can draw that leg a little bit closer. supporting knee. Bring your hands between your thigh and just hold that other leg close. Pushing that knee out, using your elbow. So you feel the stretch down the back of the thigh and into the bottom.
We go in circles. You call out follow. Maybe I'm addicted, but I think you've drifted.
Coming onto that left leg, take the foot up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot towards you. That leg is as straight as we possibly can. What we're not doing is locking through that knee. Okay, so the leg is straight, but we're not locked. Take a big deep breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, see if you can take that leg a little bit further.
Tell me what it means when you talk about your dreams, and you say I'm always in them, but you don't recall the feeling. Round in circles, you fall off.
And release, bringing it over that supporting leg, turning that knee out. And if you can, just lifting that leg up off the mat. Hands come between the thighs, just holding on the back of that thigh as you draw that leg a little bit closer.
I can't let you go. 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 I can't let you go.
And release.
I
Both
can't
feet
let
back
you
down
go.
to the ground. Carefully just roll yourselves up off
I
that
can't
mat.
let you go.
Center whenever you're ready. Just going to take that right hand down next to the body and just take a reach over with the left. Relaxing through that supporting elbow. And release, coming over onto the other side. That arm comes up and one side of the body. Relax.
I can't let you go.
Drop that chin to the chest. Just feel that space opening up in your neck. Still drawing those shoulders down away from the ears. Take a few nice deep breaths in through that nose here and then exhale out through your mouth.
I can't let you go.
And then just gently roll that neck over to the left. Bringing that ear to the shoulder. And on your next breath, rolling through over to the right hand side. Again, just bringing that ear to your shoulder.
I can't let you go.
And roll it back into center. Just walk those fingertips round in front. Just bring yourself forward ever so slightly. And we're just going to roll ourselves back onto our toes. We're going to tuck that chin into our chest. Our feet are sitting under our hips, allowing the weight to sink into those heels. nice deep breath here, and when you exhale, we're just going to stand and straighten those legs as much as you can. Still keeping our chin tucked in towards that chest. Soften those knees, tuck that tailbone under, and just allow those arms to go heavy as you slowly rebuild your spine. Rolling all the way back up, leaving those shoulders and that head till last. And we are done. Well done, everyone.